Hello, my name is Luis Salazar, and together with Natalia Cossio, we developed this research titled Implementing Elements of Last Planner System in the Orchestra Wheel Method. What is the Orchestra Wheel Method? Why wheel? Because like a wheel, it's a circular motion and has an axis of rotation. In this case, the axis of rotation is the tower crane. And why orchestra? Because just like the director of an orchestra, the tower crane will be the director of the work. Therefore, the orchestra wheel methodology is a strategic planning which schedule in detail the use of the tower crane and the internal rotation of materials to ensure compliance with the daily production unit. Despite data showing the importance of the construction industry, this sector has low productivity. Therefore, it is very necessary to improve the planning of high-rise constructions. In the 80s, in France, a construction company realized the problem. Thus was born the orchestra wheel methodology, which consists of saturation of the tower crane. In the 90s, Glenn Ballard and Gregory Howell developed the last planner system. For this reason, we propose to integrate both planning systems. Despite the orchestra wheel methodology has worked in France and Colombia, it has limitation in the management of commitment, since it doesn't keep a record of planning and productivity indicator, an identification record, or a record of constraint release. For the development of this research, the author used design science research, which is a methodological approach that seeks to solve a problem in the real world based on the creation of an artifact that has outstanding theoretical and practical contribution, given that the final purpose is to perform an applied science engineering to produce a methodology. This artifact was developed through 4 cycles based on the five activities described in the figure. In the first cycle, we analyzed the problem, study current methods, create a survey, evaluate it and panel of academic experts, and applied it to professionals with experience in the high-rise construction sector to analyze their results. In the second cycle, we developed a diagram of the current crane tower planning process validated by a panel of experts. In the third cycle, we design a process diagram with the orchestra wheel methodology and validate with a professional who has implemented it in Colombia. Finally, in the fourth cycle, we created a new and original methodology, improving and complementing the current orchestra wheel methodology with elements of last planner system. In this figure, we show the current tower crane planning process used in Chile. In this figure, we show the activity diagram of the orchestra wheel method from the presentation of Mutoni and from the collaboration of the Colombian professional expert. We can see that the method is divided into 3 phases, which we explain in detail in our article. Finally, in this figure, we can observe the proposed orchestra wheel methodology with last planner element. The detail is in our article, but in general, we include the following last planner elements. First, integration of master planning and measure activity through pool planning. Second, combination of look ahead to management and control constraints. Third, improved commitment management through weekly and daily planning meetings. The main contribution was creating the methodological proposal for the implementation of the elements of last planner in the orchestra wheel method to improve the planning of projects in high-rise building that use tower cranes. The main limitation of this research was that the system could not be implemented in a case study. Furthermore, this methodological proposal is limited to a single tower crane. However, although the proposed diagram could be adapted to 2 or more tower cranes. Finally, as a future research, we propose to implement this new methodological in construction project in high-rise building. Thank you for your attention.